You know, the Federal Reserve was created in order to concentrate power in the hands of government, power over the banking system. The banking system, the most important element within capitalism, is completely controlled through the existence of the Fed. Because they have the monopoly. They have a monopoly over the one product that banks deal with, right?
Currency.
Money. Money, and they monopolize money. They monopolize it through interest rates, through their buying and selling of bonds. You know, this is an incredibly powerful institution, I would argue. Put aside Freddie and Fannie and community investment, all bad things, but the number one cause of the financial crisis that we have today, the number one cause of the Great Depression, the number one cause of the 1970s stagflation, inflation, all that mess, Federal Reserve. Bad Federal Reserve policies caused all these things.
They all Alan Greenspan is, for a while he was God. Alan Greenspan said, I don't know if you saw this documentary on, I think it was House of Cards or something, it was on another network. It was good, and they talked about Alan Greenspan admitted we can't pop a bubble. We can't pop a bubble. Well, then what the hell are you for? They create the bubble.
They create the bubbles, and indeed they cannot pop bubbles. And this is the real scary thing in yesterday's document. One of the new powers the Federal Reserve, or one of the new parameters the Federal Reserve is supposed to examine in determining monetary policy is bubbles. Right? Now, Alan Greenspan, a little bit of history. In 1996, Alan Greenspan said the stock market was too high, irrational exuberance. You remember irrational exuberance?
Yeah.
He would have popped a bubble in 1996. But there wasn't a bubble until 1999. 1996, 97, the stock market was going up because, you know what? American companies were more productive. So imagine now some home prices went up during previous decades. Wasn't a bubble. It was going up because there was net immigration. People wanted more homes. So how is the Fed going to determine when an asset value is going up because the market needs it to go up because of supply and demand, or when it's a bubble that it caused? It can't. I mean, it can't even prevent the bubbles that it causes. So how's it going to pick bubbles?
There's a bill in the House. The Fed has just, for the first time, really, has a chance to be destroyed. The House is passing a bill. I think it's 14. I can't remember the number, but it's there's like 200 sponsors now in the House. It's moving over to the Senate now, where DeMint has also do we have to go to that right now? Sorry. Okay, where DeMint has decided that he's going to sponsor it as well. The Fed needs to be shut down. They've just hired a lobbyist who used to lobby for Enron. Believe it or not. It's horrible. Yaron, I've got to run, but thank you very much.
My pleasure.
We got to run because lunar launch is about to happen any minute. There it is. We're going.